by peaceful means. So my name is Prachi Dev. I am a second year student of B.Ed from MAEER's MIT Sant Dnyaneshwar B.Ed College, Alandi, Pune. I welcome all of you in today's seventh day of national level lecture series on combating radicalism under the project Aurora, that is Alliance of Universities to enforce teacher training curricula and outcast radicalism and promote equality in Asian societies. So, radicalization in simple terms means the action or a process of causing someone to adopt radical position on political or social issues. So, after having insights on the topic radicalism from various dignitaries till now, today we have Dr. Sandip Patil, faculty of Mahatma Gandhi Antarashtriya Hindi Vishwavidyalaya, Wardha, to throw light on the topic Vasudhaiva Kutumbakam. I, on behalf of MAEER's MIT Sant Dnyaneshwar B.Ed College, extend a very warm welcome to you, sir. I also welcome additional DIGs and police officers from various places who have joined this lecture series today. I also welcome our principal and soul of this lecture series, Dr. Surendra Herkal, sir. And thank you, sir, for introducing this very important topic in our B.Ed course and giving us a platform where we got a chance to listen to people having a very vast knowledge to transfer. I also welcome the coordinator of this lecture series, our own Sanjay Shinde sir from MIT B.Ed College. I also welcome all the participants from Department of Defense and Strategic Studies, SSPU Pune, and from Department of Dr. Baba Saheb Ambedkar Studies, SSPU Pune. And finally, a very warm welcome to all of our professors and student teachers of MAEER's MIT Sant Dnyaneshwar B.Ed College, Pune. If we forget that we are one nation under God, then we will be a nation gone under. With this a beautiful quote, I request all of you to join MIT World Peace Prayer. It's not audible, I think.
It's not audible?
It's not audible. Pratiksha.
Okay, okay, give me a minute. I'll check it again.
Pratiksha, share it once again and click on include computer sound, please.
Yes, sir. Now is it audible?
Yes, it's audible.
Namo Jiyadya Veda Pratipadya Jaya Jaya Swasamvedya Atmarupa Devatūti Ganeshu Sakalartha Mati Prakashu Mane Nivrittidasu Avadhari Bodhi Gurur Brahma Gurur Vishnu Gurur Deva Maheshwara Guru Sakshat Parabrahma Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha
Yes.
Purnamada Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vasishyate Om Shanti 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 Hari Om Isha भाष्यमिदं सर्वं यत्किञ्च जगत्यां जगत् तेन त्यक्तेन भुञ्जीथाः मा गृध कश्यश्विद्धनम्। ॐ भूर्भुवस्वः तत्सवितुर्वरेण्यं भर्गो देवस्य।
Yes, also being a part of Savitribai Phule Pune University, let's join for Savitribai Phule University anthem. Yes, Pratiksha ma'am. Yes, thank you everyone. It's a request to all of you that please Okay, it's a request to all of you that please keep your mic on mute and cameras off unless and until you are not interacting, so that there will not be any disturbance or interference and we can conduct session very smoothly. I request you, Dr. Surendra Herkal sir, to welcome our resource person and all the participants officially. Over to you, Principal sir.
Yes, thank you. A very good evening to one and all present over here on this online MS Team platform. I'm very glad to see number of the participants from various sectors present here on this national level lecture series on combating radicalism. On behalf of Savitribai Phule Pune University Pune and MAEER's MIT Sant Dnyaneshwar B.Ed College Alandi Devachi Pune, I welcome Dr. Sandip Patil sir, faculty Mahatma Gandhi Antarashtriya Hindi Vishwavidyalaya Wardha. Dr. Sandip Patil sir is a very intelligent personality. He is a very active member of various areas and he is the all actually I have no word for this. He is a very good friend of mine. I'm also welcome all the professor from various colleges on this online platform. I welcome all the participants, including student teacher, for this lecture series. This lecture series is organized under Aurora project, and today is the seventh session of this lecture series. And Dr. Sandip Patil sir is going to conduct this seventh session. And the topic is Vasudhaiva Kutumbakam, is my favorite topic. So once again, I welcome all of you on this online national level lecture series on combating radicalism. Thank you. Over to you.
Yes, now I would like to request our Professor Gangodri Ropde ma'am to kindly introduce today's resource person, Dr. Sandip Patil. Over to you, ma'am.
Yes, thank you, Prachi. Am I audible?
Yes, ma'am. You are audible.
Good evening and welcome to the 7th day of National Level Lecture Series on Combating Radicalism. Honorable guest speaker, Dr. Sandip Patil sir, Assistant Professor of Mahatma Gandhi Antarrashtriya Hindi Vishwavidyalaya, Wardha. Convener of the lecture series, respected Principal Dr. Surendra Herkar sir, Coordinator of the lecture series, Assistant Professor Sanjay Shinde sir, and our most valued invited guests and participants. Welcome you all. I, Assistant Professor Gangotri Rokde, would like to take the opportunity to welcome you all on behalf of MAEER MIT Sant Dnyaneshwar B.Ed College, Alandi, Pune. We have a very dynamic personality as a chief guest today, as a chief guest speaker for today's session. And it's my great honor and pleasure to introduce Dr. Sandip Patil, sir. At present, sir is working as an assistant professor as Mahatma Gandhi Antarrashtriya Hindi Vishwavidyalaya, Wardha. His qualification is MA History, M.Ed, MBA, PhD, NET and SET. As Principal Sir has already said, he is a very intelligent person. He was a topper in M.Ed. He was topper in MA from Pune University. He was topper in Swayam NPTEL MOOC entitled Designing Learning Centric MOOCs, which was organized by Savitribai Phule Pune University and IIT Bombay. Dr. Patil sir is a teacher educator who is working in the field of education, emphasizing innovation and experimentation since the past 12 years. Okay, sir is keen to work particularly in the field of open education with emphasis on e-content development. His biodata is very, very lengthy. Of course, all the meritorious persons are having a lengthy biodata. Let me go to the next one. He has got many awards for best paper presentation in the national conferences and so many conferences. Okay, best research project award also he has got. Sir has already published various papers in reputed international and national journals as well, and he has total 44 publications at his credit. Now I would like to request Dr. Patil sir to proceed with his speech on the topic combating radicalism, Vasudhaiva Kutumbakam. Please, sir, and thank you for accepting our invitation. Thank you, sir. Welcome.
Good evening to all. One of my very close friends, principal of MIT B.Ed College, Devachi, Alandi, Pune, and one of the most handsome and versatile principal you will ever see in the College of Education. Not only in the College of Education, but in any college. Dr. Surendra Herkal, my very good friend, Professor Sanjay Shinde, Professor Gangotri Rokde, all the faculty members of MIT College of Education, my very good friend, Professor Suhas Duffel, who has been here especially to listen to me, all the respected participants from the police force who are here. I really salute them because it is a totally academic sort of thing that we are conducting everywhere. But it's a special occasion where the police police fraternity is with the academic fraternity, and I am highly obliged to have them, and they too are listening to me. It's a great honor to me as an individual and as a citizen also. All the faculty members across University Savitribai Phule University of Pune, as well as other audiences, and all the student teachers of MIT College, MIT B.Ed College, Devachi, Alandi, Pune. Actually, I'm really feeling highly obliged to have such topic for my talk, because usually you will be finding some academic topics like technology related topics, or you can say research related topics. But as far as this topic is concerned, its diversity and its outlook, or you can say the scope of this topic itself, reaches each and every citizen across the world. So it's a great honor to talk on the topic of combating radicalism, and that too on Vasudhaiva Kutumbakam. Let me share my screen. Surendra ji, can I switch off my video so that everybody can concentrate on whatever I am trying to emphasize?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Please, sir.
Ji. Vasudhaiva Kutumbakam. We are all familiar with this word, or you can say slok, or you can say mantra. It is the part and parcel of our ideology. It is the root of our Indian knowledge system, or you can say Indian culture. So let us talk about how we can move ahead towards combating radicalism with the passion, with the emotion, and with the sanskar of Vasudhaiva Kutumbakam. That will be my effort in this talk. How we can combat radicalism through our motto of Vasudhaiva Kutumbakam. I think each and every one of us has witnessed all these events, or you can say witnessing these events. See, you can see those pictures and you can easily understand what's the background of these pictures. From riots to COVID-19 pandemic to Khalistani movement to various massacres across the country, or you can say across the world. These are the incidences, and these are not enough. There are so many inhuman incidences going on across the world today. Even if we have entered the 21st century, these things are becoming the hurdle to the progress of humanity. See, some of the glimpses of these events, or you can say inhuman activities, I can list out. I don't need to say anything about all these. Some of the rare examples I have put in front of you, where the riots are there, the war is there, violence is there, in the name of nothing, you are fighting for nothing, and you are gaining nothing from that violence, or you can say inhuman activities. The brutality is going on, the anti-national, or you can say anti-human activities are rising day by day. We are becoming more and more violent day by day. We are becoming less and less tolerant day by day. So this is a world where we should have been more, and we are saying that World Wide Web, WWW, we utter it as world without walls. But I think the walls between us, between the humans, between the communities, between the countries are rising up day by day. We have thought of liberalization, globalization, and privatization, as well as the great revolution of information and communication technology as the bridging scenario of bringing global communities together. But unfortunately, we are witnessing the world where human is behaving more and more inhuman. So radicalism is the theme upon which this conference, or you can say lecture series, is going on. Radicalism. There are some synonyms to this word radicalism. fundamentalism, conservatism, extremism, you can say, or there are some, it is absolutely opposite to progressivism and liberalism. So let us try to understand what exactly radicalism is all about. I have put it in my own words actually. Whatever I have tried to perceive with my little experience or with my little reading or perception, you can term it as. Radicalism is is the belief that there should be great or extreme social political change. Means radicalism is about trying to bring up the change. It is not about trying to bring up actually. It is about forcing the change in an extremist manner. It is about insisting something to change at any cost. Means the change is expected. It is not a bad thing that that we are expecting a change, but it should be a very what you can say progressive way, very collaborative way, very much a diplomatic or democratic way. The change should happen, but the changes that are termed under radicalism are extremist changes, and they are to be brought at any cost. These people are trying to bring those changes at any cost. These radicalism includes radical beliefs, ideas, and behavior. Means it is not about only thinking. It is about our way of life, how anti-human way we are treating others and the entire world, or you can say how our behavior and actions are damaging the global peace and prosperity. So radicalism is a very big threat, if not the biggest threat, along with global warming. I have termed the radicalism as intention to bring the change to control life of others. Means through radicalism or radical thinking and behavior, these people try to bring the change in the society by bringing other people under their control. So it is sort of autocracy, you can say, fundamentalism, you can say. It is just like that. There are certain types of radicalism that we can highlight or point out. Political radicalism, just what has happened in Afghanistan recently, where Taliban, the terrorist group of the world, came into power with a gun, and the democratic system, political system of Afghanistan was vanished, but the entire world was just mere spectator, right from America to Russia to all the superpowers in the world were just mere spectators. Economic radicalism, it is a two-way, I think. Means in the name of progress, you are compromising the basic human needs, you are compromising with the environmental sustainability, you are damaging the environment, you are damaging the people's aspirations in the name of progress. On the other hand, economic radicalism can also be, you can say, opposing the progress, opposing the developmental activities that are going on. Such things are also radicalist. You can term those things. Means there are so many incidences where the people or a group of people are opposing, or you can say damaging public properties or developmental activities. They are also under the economic radicalism. Religious radicalism, I need not say anything, because from 1947's independent India and Pakistan, you can say, the entire tragedy began, and we had witnessed so many religious radicalist activities in our countries. I need not count them. Even the biggest one we can term is that 1984 six massacre that had happened when the our late Prime Minister Indira Gandhi was killed by a Khalistani supporter. Single issue extremism, it is issue based extremist thinking and action, where some people are opposing or demanding something based on a particular issue. For example, some gay movements had happened in the recent past in Europe as well as in America, where the issue was more important rather than anything else. See, opposing anything or demanding anything in a liberal way or in a democratic way, in a diplomatic way, is the birthright of every human. But you are holding the growth, or you can say peace of the community in the name of opposition or any demand. It is called as radicalism. So you are seeing the whole world is being burning. uh, I need not say anything, because from 24/7 you are, since last 2 weeks we are all witnessing what is happening in Ukraine, Kharkiv, Kiev. These names are on the tip of the tongue of everyone of us. See, entire development has been crushed within a while through the bombing, and everything is damaged within a while. I had seen the clip of a young boy who had traveled 1,000 kilometers on the roads of Ukraine to save his life. What would have been in his mind? Where, what will be the future of that little innocent boy? But nobody cares about it. Nobody cares about the opposite, the other person's view, or the other communities empathetic approach or empathization is nowhere. We are always in the current condition is that we are all thinking on one sided stance. We are not understanding the opposite perception or opposite view. The empathetic awareness is being lost in the name of development these days, in the name of growth these days. So what will be the hope or solution to this uh, biggest threat, I must say, to the humanity? It is radicalism. And what will be the hope in this burning world of radicalist activities? What will be the solution to this radical movement or radicalism? I must say there is a solution from our own Indian tradition, and it is called Vasudhaiva Kutumbakam. It is our own ideology. It is our own upbringing. It is our own sanskars. Vasudhaiva Kutumbakam. It is the ideology of our Sanatan Dharma, our own tradition. It is not just a slok, it is a complete Indian philosophy. We are born and brought up with this thought that let us live and let others live. Jiyo or jeene do. Sabka bhala ho, sabka sahi ho. This is what is called as Vasudhaiva Kutumbakam. It is not about my own prosperity or my community's prosperity or only about my nation. It is about the prosperity of the entire humanity. It is the fundamental principle of humanity rooted in Indian tradition. We are all familiar with it. I need not say anything in detail about this thing. See, this is the Maha Upanishad verse. It is the origin of this term Vasudhaiva Kutumbakam. Ayam nija paro veti ganana lagu chetasam udar charitanam tu Vasudhaiva Kutumbakam. Ayam nijaha paro veti ganana lagu chetasam udar charitanam tu Vasudhaiva Kutumbakam. Those with self-centered mindset always differentiate between one and another. But those with liberal mindset, for them, the entire universe is their family. It is the difference between a narrow mindset and a broader mindset. Our Indian philosophy, our Indian knowledge system, our entire Dharma Parampara. I am not talking about Hindu Dharma only. It is about Indianness, oneness. It talks about oneness because, see, it is the most beautiful and most diversified country in the world, India, because coexistence is in our blood. We celebrate each other's religions, we celebrate each other's festivals, we cherish so many things, we share so many things from each other's culture, and we are here. The oneness is there, the oneness of humanity, the oneness of Indianness is in our bloods and is in our breath. So Vasudhaiva Kutumbakam, it is not about only Hindu Dharma. I repeat, it is the soul of Indianness, I must say. That is why our honorable Prime Minister, Mr. Narendra Modi, had beautifully quoted in the 75th summit of World Economic Forum that was held in 2018, Davos. He said, I come from a land where the idea of the whole world being one family is rooted in our ethos, Vasudhaiva Kutumbakam. Means our land is the land where we are taught that the entire world is our family, and that is what is there mentioned in our Vedas, in our Puranas, in our Upanishad also. It is there, and it is in our own sanskars. It is the family spirit, the spirit of oneness, that we are all one. So we might be different by the skins, we might be different by ideologies, we might be different by our ambitions and our goals, but we are human beings. There is oneness, there is a chain of thinking that should run in between among all of us. That is the family spirit that we cherish through Vasudhaiva Kutumbakam. Inculcation of global peace and great human values that is there in Vasudhaiva Kutumbakam. Spirit, I'm talking about this family spirit. This spirit is pivoted in bridging the gaps between humans, between the societies, between the communities, between the nations, or you can say among the nations. That is the spirit which is pivoted in bridging the gaps. I must say, sorry, bridging the gaps, connecting the people, removing the barriers among the people, among the societies, among the nations. That is the feeling of oneness, Vasudhaiva Kutumbakam. It is about prioritizing human relations, and humanity. There are always preferences, or you can say some sort of expectations, aspirations of every human being. The greed is there, but that greed is damaging the entire humanity. Mahatma Gandhi has aptly said that the Mother Earth can satisfy the needs of the mankind, but not his greeds. So it is about prioritizing the humanity in your actions, in your thought process, and bringing them into reality. It is about worshipping the humanity. We are seeing that everyone is engaged these days in his own development. I must say that is the pseudo development. At the end of the life, or at the end of the process, you will we are all realizing that whatever we were running behind was mere a fake expectation or fake aspiration. The real aspiration should be the peace and prosperity and the humanity across the world. Some of the important, uh, what you can say, the pillars of Vasudhaiva Kudumakam, I had mentioned them like this: peace and non-violence across the globe or in every community, prosperity of each and everyone, promotion of universal brotherhood. Means we are divided by caste and traditions and religions across the world, but this Vasudhaiva Kutumbakam feeling, this spirit talks about universal brotherhood. When someone in Bangladesh is caged in Kiev or Sumi, Indian forces have tried to bring them out of that country. This is universal brotherhood that I'm talking about. India is deeply, our thoughts and our actions are deeply rooted in universal brotherhood. Although in the late Cold War activities, although and even in these what you can say Russia and anti-Russia divide of the world, we are talking about universal brotherhood. We are not taking any word sides. We are thinking about how we can bring about the settlement and negotiation among all these things. It is about cooperation. It is about religious tolerance. This is a very important topic, that religious tolerance in the name of anticipating, or you can say declaring that my religion is the greatest. We are trying to bring down the other religions. But the fact is that no religion has gone beyond the thought, or you can say the saying of humanity. Every religion talks about humanity. Every religion talks about cooperation, truthfulness. Every religion talks about peace and prosperity of all the people. But we are absolutely become blind in the name of hyper nationalism, and in the name of uh, polar sort of religious thinking. Compassion is one of the important pillars as well, along with the charity, benignancy, and truthfulness as well. Vasudhaiva Kutumbakam, it is about having a very healthy, clear, transparent vision mindset. It is not about being very much complicated about your thought process. It is very much clear that humanity is at the top. Then comes your nationality, then comes your religion, then comes your caste and other things. Means nothing is greater than the humanity. That should be the clear and healthy vision of yourself when we talk about Vasudhaiva Kutumbakam. Being open-minded means what? Everyone has his own ideology, everyone has his own perspective, but while presenting or while defending your own ideology or perspective, we should not be stuck enough, we should not be very much rigid to not to accept or listen to the others. The flexible and liberal outlook is going to save the world. Otherwise, the damage will go on and on till the end of this universe. So, flexibility or liberalism is at the root of this thought of Vasudhaiva Kutumbakam. It is the commitment towards the society, means our every family or every parent should nourish this value of uh, commitment towards the society in their children. Then and then only the coming generations will have this feeling of oneness, or you can say family spirit, all across the world. It is about thinking and action towards the society. And I must say that we are talking in these recent few years, we are talking about sustainable development. But it is there in our own thought of Vasudhaiva Kutumbakam, जहां पे हम इस वसुधा को ही अपनी माता बनाते हैं. ये धरणी ही हमारी माता है, ही धरतीच आपली माता आहे, ही मायभू आपली आहे. आणि तेव्हा मग हे कुटुंबच आपलं, हे विश्वची माझे घर. आपल्या ज्ञानेश्वरांनी पसायदानात काय वेगळं सांगितलं आहे. सो वसुधैव कुटुंबकम इज ऑल अबाउट humanity. It is all about sustainable development. And I must say there is no difference between Vasudhaiva Kutumbakam and sustainable development. In fact, so Vasudhaiva Kutumbakam is a broader concept than sustainable development. See, Voltaire once said, this quotation of Voltaire is there in the British House of Commons. It is written there. Although Voltaire was from France, but his quotation is so beautiful that it is written in the British Hall of House of Commons. It is you can say the motto of democracy. It speaks about democracy, that I disapprove of what you say, but I will defend to the death your right to say it. There are differences, there are barriers, you can say, there are perspectives of everyone. The ideologies are different, even you can say the mindsets are different, the upbringings are different, the priorities are different, the perspectives are different, the contexts are different. But it is not like that you are not going to listen to anyone. It is not like that 100% you are correct and the opposite person is absolutely incorrect, or he is false and you are true. It is not like that. Means even in the case of Russia, the media is portraying that the Ukraine is the sufferer. But if you go through the history of whatever is going on, the equal culprit is Ukraine. So it is just like that the wars are happening because of the foolishness of both the sides, or greediness of both the sides, and the world is suffering due to them. But it is about the Vasudhaiva Kutumbakam. It is about a democratic way of life. It is about democratic outlook. Yatra Vishwa Bhavati Ekaniram, where the world meets in one nest. See, what you can, the squirrels or the birds of one nest are living so happily. So coexistence is most important in their lives. They are sharing so many things. They are collaborating with each other. They are living very peacefully and happily, and their progress moves ahead because of that togetherness, because of that oneness. And our own Upanishads are defending it, that or you can say promoting it, that yatra vishwa bhavati ek nidam, where the world meets in one nest. That should be the feeling among ourselves. There is another verse in Ishavasya Upanishad, Yastu Sarvani Bhutatmyanam Nyatmam Ne Vapnu Pashyati Vanu Pashyati Sarve Bhuteshu Chatmanam Tato Viju Gupsate. Who sees everything in his Atma and his Atma in everything. By that, he feels no revulsion. Means when you try to understand this Indian philosophy or Indian way of thinking, that God is a Paramatma, and everyone in every human being there is one Atma, and the connect of every Atma is there with the Paramatma. So how can one Atma of an individual can be different from other Atma of another individual? So there will be a connect between those Atma, and there will be no barriers. There will won't be any barriers among ourselves. So Atma se Paramatma tak ka jo milan hai, that is what we try to focus in our um, philosophy or in our Indian way. This Atma and Paramatma connection and the similarity of various Atmas across the world are one. So that feeling of oneness is always seen in our own literature also. Even Swami Vivekananda has very nicely quoted, all differences in the world are of degree and not of kind, because oneness is the secret of everything. See, all the communities across the world have same problems. The poverty is the problem in India. It is the same problem, more severe in Pakistan also. It is severe in Europe also. Illiteracy is the problem in India also, in Europe also. Uh, Extremism or this radicalism is the problem in India also. It is the problem in Afghanistan also. So there is always the kind of goodness is there, kind of badness is there in every society. The degree might be different. Means India is very much happy with whatever the differences we have. We are running the biggest and the happiest democracy in the world. On the other hand, there are so many problems with other countries, more severe problems with other countries, and there are some countries which are living more peacefully than our country. So the issue is about the extent of degree, or you can say, but the kind of problems, the kind of perspectives, the kind of positive things in the society are similar all across the world. So the oneness is the secret of everything. The oneness is the secret of Vasudhaiva Kutumbakam also. Let us appreciate the similar differences and celebrate our similarities. This is what I can say the gist of this talk. We do have various differences. See, differences are there even in the siblings. एक माँ के दो बच्चे हैं, तो there are bound to be differences. So how can you expect everyone to behave in a one manner? There are even a single family cannot live together. We are living in the nuclear family system these days. But if we want to move ahead, if we want the humanity to survive, if we want everyone be having all the basic be satisfying the basic human needs, if we want a peaceful, prosperous, enduring world, we must try to appreciate each other. We must try to connect with each other. We must try to cooperate with each other. That is the thing. See, we should not be frog. I have said like this, that don't be a frog of the pond of your own ideology. Means कुपमंडूक मत बनिए. कुपमंडूक म्हणतो ना आपण मराठीत, की कुपमंडूकी वृत्ती नका ठेवू. Don't be narrow minded in you and stuck up in your own ideology or your own perspective. Be flexible, be open minded, Be courageous to talk, be courageous to have a diplomatic way of life. Let us be the fish of the ocean of humanity. So we should be approaching to each other, we should be connecting to each other, we should be cooperating to each other. This is all about Vasudhaiva Kutumbakam. Finally, the gist of Vasudhaiva Kutumbakam is beautifully narrated in the poem of Gurudev Rabindranath Tagore. I utter it like this: where the mind is without fear, where the mind is without fear and the head is held high, where knowledge is free, where the world has not been broken into fragments by narrow domestic walls, where words come out from the depth of truth, where tireless striving stretches its arm towards perfection, where the clear stream of reason has not lost its way into the dreary desert sand of dead habit, where the mind is led forward by the into ever widening thought and action, into that heaven of freedom, my Father, into that heaven of freedom, my Father, let my country awake, let my country awake. This is what Vasudhaiva Kutumbakam talks about. It is not only about India, it is not only about our culture, it is about the global culture that we need to cherish, we need to promote. And this way of life and this ideology of Vasudhaiva Kutumbakam is the only way that we can survive together and we can prosper together. Thank you. I expect you all people to share your perspectives also, or you can ask if there are any questions for me.
Yes, thank you so much, sir, for throwing a light on this topic. Now the platform is open for question and answer session. Friends, if you have any question on this topic, you can ask by raising hand or paste your question in the chat box. Yes, Ashish, sir.
Yes, sir. I have a question. How this idea of Vasudhaiva Kutumbakam can be implemented or put into practice in present scenario where there is a war between countries like Russia and Ukraine, just to cater to the ambitions, or we can say excessive ambitions of expansion of their territory. Chiefs of these countries have totally neglected the aspirations of their citizens. What can you say about this, sir?
The answer lies in your own question. You are witnessing the impacts of this ideology of Vasudhaiva Kutumbakam these days. You must be seeing that the channel of negotiation has already started. The channel of saving the lives of human has already started. We are not aware about the background happenings, we can say, but if you look at the incidences that are going on closely, there is always a channel that is going on in between these two countries. I must say that the people like our own Prime Minister are there are many people working for this negotiation, but it is in our own ideology that has initiated our Prime Minister to hold such type of negotiation among these two countries. And I must say that this is just an example of Ukraine and Russia. Even we have very severe conflicts with our both neighboring countries of China and Pakistan. I'm not saying that we should not use the we should not be very much idle and in the receptive mode as we were used to be. But we should always promote the humanitarian factor while in every activity of ours. Means if there is a war, there is a solution to that war. And if we are progressive, this is all about progressive mindset. This is all about not talking about problems, it is about talking, or you can say implementing about solutions. So if we are solution oriented, if we are receptive to the others thoughts and other perspectives, I think there is always a solution to every problem.
Yes, sir. Thank you, sir.
Okay, is there anyone who want to ask a question to sir?
Very good evening, sir. Uh, you we are listening to this on this topic for I think a week or more than that, but the today insights what you have given for the solution level, it was amazing, sir. Because till the date we were just focusing more on the problems. We all know that there is a problem, but today you talked about the solutions for this radical thing or extremist thing. It is really amazing. Thank you so much, sir.
Ji, thank you. Actually, see, our foreign policy stance, we can easily observe from Nehru to Narendra Modi, it is one and the same. Sarkare badli hai, the governments have changed, the prime ministers have changed. The Congress-led governments, non-Congress governments, BJP governments, there are there and there will be there. But one thing that hasn't changed in India is the foreign policy. We are not, we are what you can say, non-aligning nation. We are thinking about humanity rather than US side or Russian side. So everybody is admiring our stance, even if we have not criticized heavily or we have not voted against Russia. See, nobody has dared to challenge India or nobody has dared to put any sanction against India, because our thought process is very clear. We are talking about humanity. We are talking about Vasudhaiva Kutumbakam. So I don't think there is any problem or ambiguity in Indian stance, and that is what we can say Vasudhaiva Kutumbakam is all about.
We are practicing this since I think from the day the humanity began on Earth. So
Yes, exactly.
we are the biggest follower of this thing, Vasudhaiva Kutumbakam, and till date we are following it. That is a really very big compliment from the world, we can say.
I would like to give one example. Prabhu Sri Ram was the supreme king of Ayodhya. He returned back to Ayodhya with his wife Sita. But what a simple single citizen criticized, or you can say blamed, the character of Sita. He would have easily shot down that citizen in the name of defaming his own wife, the queen of Ayodhya. But he listened to him, and he had thrown out Sita out of his palace. So this is the biggest example that how we should be liberal. We are not trying to say that Rama did good or bad, but then this is the example of what our thought process is all about. Our sanskars are all about. We are not stagnant. We are not rigid. We are always open to discuss. We are always open to negotiate. We are always open to collaborate. This is all about Vasudhaiva Kutumbakam. It is in our bloods. It is in our blood. It is in our breath. It is a matter of understanding it, sensing it, and applying it in real life.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Very rightly you said about Sri Rama. He played the two roles, like the administrator and the husband, but he always took over as an administrator over his husband role. So he always thought about the people, not only as an individual. So we belong to that land.
इसीलिए तो राम राज्य सबसे बड़ी आइडियोलॉजी है. मींस इट इज द हाईएस्ट ब्रांड यू कैन से इन द सिस्टम ऑफ पॉलिटिक्स एंड गवर्नेंस. राम राज्य.
Yes, sir. And we are following that. Some way we are following it, and in our hearts we definitely follow it and want it badly. Yes, sir. Thank you so much, sir.
Okay, any more questions? Okay, and now I would like to request Professor Gangotri Rokde ma'am to give a vote of thanks. Over to you, ma'am.
Yes, thank you very much, Prachi, and thank you, Dr. Sandip Patil, sir. Please give a big round of applause to sir. Yes, everyone.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Very well said, sir. Let us appreciate our differences and celebrate our similarities. Very great words. It's my privilege to propose a vote of thanks on this occasion. I, Assistant Professor Gangotri Rokde, on behalf of MAEER MIT Sant Dnyaneshwar B.Ed College, Alandi, would like to thank Dr. Sandip Patil sir for his efforts toward the topic combating radicalism, Vasudhaiva Kutumbakam. Sir has mainly emphasized on concept of radicalism, types of radicalism, concept of Vasudhaiva Kutumbakam, importance of inculcation of global peace and great human values. What is the meaning of universal brotherhood? What are the qualities to be inculcated within us, like healthy vision, clear mindset, open mindedness, humanity? What is the meaning of sustainable development and how it is related to Vasudhaiva Kutumbakam, the concept of that? It was really a very, very informative, insightful, and eye opener session, sir. We are all thankful to you for your words of wisdom. Thank you so much, sir. Please give a round of applause. Yes, everyone. Yes. Very good. I would like to express my sincere thanks to Dr. Surendra Herkar, Principal MIT SDPED College and convener of the national level series, for the encouragement and for taking initiative in conducting an important lecture series on one of the very important topic, that is combating radicalism. You all will agree with me for this. I'm also very grateful to the coordinator, Assistant Professor Sanjay Shinde sir, for his consistent efforts, for all teaching staff and non-teaching staff members for their participation and great support throughout the series. Last but not the least, I would like to propose vote of thanks to the participants of Department of Defense and Strategic Studies from Savitribai Phule Pune University, Department of Dr. Babasaheb Ambedkar Studies, Savitribai Phule Pune University, additional DIGs and police officers who have joined for the lectures, and my lovely student teachers from MIT Sant Dnyaneshwar B.Ed College, Alandi. Once again, thank you very much. Bye-bye, everyone. Have a great day. And I would like to say thank you, sir, for joining. Dr. Sandip Patil, sir. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, all of you, and best wishes for your future endeavors. Thank you.
Yes, sir. Thank you, sir.
Yes. Thank you, sir. Thank you,
Over
sir.
to you, Prachi.
Thank you, sir.
Okay, now we will end our today's program, and I request you all to join tomorrow's session at same time, that is 3:55 p.m. with our new guest, new topic, and new ideas. Thank you very much all for joining today's session. Bye and take care, everyone.
Thank you, Prachi, can we have a group photograph? I think if
Yes.
Sanjay sir is there, we'll request him. Sanjay
Yes,
sir.
Sanjay sir.
Is sir in the meeting? Okay, no problem. I'll click the photo.
Should I click, ma'am?
Yes, if you can, please.
Yes, please. I'll post it on the I'll send it to you and then you can do the needful.
Yes. No,
Yes,
thank you very much.
Just 2 minutes. I'll just click it and send it to you. One minute, ma'am.
Yes, please.
Okay, everybody, I'm just clicking the photo, okay? Smile. One more. Does anybody else want to turn on their cameras? Yes, Sri Vijaya, thank you. One more, please. Okay, done.
Thank
Two
you.
is
Anika.
enough, ma'am?
Yes, yes, it's okay. Thank you, dear.
Okay, I'll send
Thank
it
you.
across to you. Yes, ma'am. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you,
Thank
Dr.
you.
Sandip Patil, sir. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Yes, thank you, everyone. Thank you, Prachi.
Thank you, everyone. Yes, thank you, ma'am.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you, Pratiksha.
Thank you, ma'am.
Yes,
Thank you, ma'am.
we can leave the meeting now. Thank you.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you.